Okay, guys. So, what we are discussing? Stock transfer. So, you understood this statement, right? It is a process of transferring stocks one plant to another plant, which must belongs to the same company code. Okay. So, what is our company code here? What is our company code, guys? CP01, right?
CP01.
CP01. Okay. So, first thing. STO process is of two types. Okay, one is STO is of two types. Sorry, STO is two types. Okay, here first one will be one step. Okay, let's start with two step. STO two step, two step. Okay, and STO one step. One is called two-step process. Another one is called one-step process. What is the difference between these two? We'll understand. See, circle you can see, right? Assume this is a plant and this is nothing but supplying plant. Supplying plant. Okay, and this is a receiving plant. Receiving plant. Okay, so what will happen, the way we are following the sales process, what is happening, we are receiving we are creating the inquiry document, then with reference to inquiry document we are creating quotation, right? With reference to quotation we are creating order, then from order to we are delivery we are creating, then in delivery we are doing post goods issue process, right? Then we are creating the invoice, right? So that is a standard sales order process when a outsider customer or when a customer is placing a order to us. Okay, now what will happen here in STO process, this plant you can consider as a, or you can call it as a CP CP01 plant. Okay, what is the another plant we have? CP02, right? So what will happen now? This CP02 plant will ask or send a purchase order to the supplying plant. This you can consider as a purchase order sending. Okay, what will be the first step? First step will be purchase order. So receiving plant will raise a purchase order to the supplying plant. For example, the purchase order is of 3000 quantity. Okay, 3000 quantity. Okay, 3000 quantity. Now what will happen? This supplying plant will receive the PO. So for example, this supplying plant that X material, okay, have the stock of 10,000 quantity. Okay, 10,000 quantity. And here they have received this PO of 3000 quantity. So they are going to send 3000 quantity to this plant. Okay. So the stock will get reduced here, right? So what will be the remaining? 7,000 quantity, right? So here the first step or first transaction will be purchase order will be create. Okay. Second one, the second transaction will be with reference to that purchase order, the delivery will happen here. Second process, delivery. And or you can say with reference to purchase order, the delivery will be created. And what will be the delivery? The delivery, sorry, not what will be the delivery, what will be the transaction for the delivery here? Here the transaction code will be VL10D, VL10D. And what will be the transaction code here? ME21N, ME21N. Okay, note down this. ME21N will be the transaction to create the purchase order. Then VL10D will be the transaction to create the delivery. This is nothing but delivery. Okay, delivery. Okay, And as soon as the delivery will happen, one movement type will trigger here, right? That movement type is 641. Just to explain this 641 only, I thought let's discuss this process. So no doubt this process again we are going to discuss completely. Okay, along with the configurations and all. But here I'm just explaining the process so that it will, somewhere print in your mind. Okay. So movement type is 641. So what will happen now? This delivery once I'll do, the stock will be reduced from the supplying plant, but that needs to be here, right? That needs to be added here. Otherwise, how can we or how can the system will understand, okay, receiving plant have the stock of this 3000 now, right? So what will happen? There will be a transaction code again here. Okay, there will be a transaction again. What is that? That is MIGO. MIGO transaction will happen. Okay, in that migu only, based on this delivery, the migu will be happen here, so that the 3000 which got reduced in the supplying plant will get added here. Okay, the stock will be added here in the receiving plant. Okay, so what will be the, so this is happening under two-step process. Okay, remember it, two-step process. Why it is called two-step? Because here delivery is happening one plant level, and another plant level we are receiving the material. That is after that only the stock is getting added here. So that is why it is called a two-step process. But in case of one-step process, as soon as the delivery will happen here, without doing MIGO, the stock will be added here in the receiving plant. So that's the reason it is called one step process. There is no need to do the MIGO transaction in one step process. Are you guys clear? Are you guys clear?
Means there is no a process of Migo transaction in the
One
one step
step process.
process.
Yes, yes. Okay, that's why it is called one step. Means once you will do the delivery in the one step process, it will automatically added here in the receiving plant. Okay, so if you will see the transaction flow, uh, what is the sales process we had? Normally in sales process, what we do? We do
Order,
BA01,
or
BA01 process, right? Then we do
order, deliver,
VF01N,
L01N,
right? Then we do
invoice,
invoice
PGA.
BF01, right? PGI you can mention here. Okay, VF01. But here what will happen? It will start with ME21N. ME21N. Then what will be the next? VL10D. It can be B also sometime. Okay, B. VL10D. Okay. Then next will be V. Next will be MIGU. Okay. Next will be VF01. Are you guys clear? This is the difference. This is the SD flow. This is SD flow. SD flow. Okay. This is the STO flow. Okay. Are you guys clear? Or you want me to explain once again? What is STO two-step process? Guys,
Please explain once again.
see, assume this is a plant of plant. And what is this plant? This is CP01. Okay. And this is another plant we have. Just focus on the two-step process now. Okay. two-step process. Okay, this one assume supplying plant. Supplying plant. Okay, and what is the plant code? CP01. Okay, which process we are following? Two-step process. Okay, so what happens in this process? See, both the plants, when it is this is a CP01 means this is CP02. Okay, this is CP02 plant. Okay, guys. Now let me write down here CP02. Okay, and this is nothing but the receiving plant. Okay, this is the supplying plant. Now what will happen? We have the stock of this. There is a product X material, for example. We have stock here 10,000 quantity. Okay, but the same material is existing here in the CP02, but we do not have any stock here. We have zero stock. Now I want the same X material here in this receiving plant or CP02 plant. Okay, maybe some customers I am getting from nearby areas. Okay, who are placing the same material X material and expecting material should be delivered from CP02 plant. Okay, so what I can do, I am manufacturing or doing production in that same material here in the CP01 plant. So I'll do the internal movement from this plant to this plant. Maybe this plant is located where it is located. It is located in Gujarat and it is located in Odisha. So what I will send, there is a customer who is placing order from Maharashtra, for example. Okay, so what I will do, I will send the material from Odisha to Gujarat plant first. Okay, so to do that process, this receiving plant means Gujarat plant needs to raise a purchase order to the Odisha plant. Okay, so the first step will be purchase order. For example, purchase of order of X material for 3,000 quantity. Okay, now what will happen? The transaction will be here. How the purchase order will be generated? ME21N. Okay, through this transaction code, purchase order will be generated. Okay, this is a transaction. Okay, but you need to do here. Okay, as you are practicing, you need to do this. I'll guide. So once I will receive based on the PO only, we'll do the delivery here, right? We'll do the delivery. So 3,000 material, as soon as the delivery will create, that 3,000 will get reduced from the 10,000, right? So it will become 7,000 only. The stock will become 7,000 only. So what I'll do? I'll do delivery here. Delivery. And what is the transaction code? VL10D. Okay. So when I'm doing delivery, when the stock will get reduced 3,000, once the movement will be happen. Okay, so what is the movement type here? 641. Movement type is 641. And what is the effect of 641? That we will discuss. Okay, so as soon as the 641 will happen, this 3,000 will get reduced from the 10,000. But that stock at that time, that stock will be available virtually. Means in two-step process, when we'll do delivery in supplying plant, then stock will be reduced from the supplying plant, right? The stock will be reduced from the supplying plant, but stock will be displayed as a stock in transit in the receiving plant. This stock, whatever this 3,000 will be displayed as in transit. In transit. Okay, are you guys getting in transit? Why? Because we have not done the MIGO here, or we have not received the material here. So to receive the material, we have to do the transaction that is called MIGO. MIGO. Okay, guys. So MIGO is a transaction itself. MIGO is a transaction itself. So once I'll do the MIGO with reference to this delivery, the stock will be added here. Stock will be added here. Are you guys clear? Are you guys clear now?
Yes.
Okay. So here you can make a note. Here you can make a note. Okay. What is that? in two-step STO process, okay, when we do delivery in supplying plant, okay, then stock will be reduced from the supplying plant and stock will be displayed. Supplying plant, then stock will be reduced from the supplying plant and mm, guys, clear? In two-step process, when we do delivery in supplying plant, then stock will be reduced from the supplying plant and stock will be displayed as stock in transit in the receiving plant. Okay, guys. Now, what will be the next one? What will be the next one? STO, see, okay, in STO process, MIGO. MIGO is for, MIGO is what? MIGO means goods receive. Okay, MIGO means goods receive here. Okay, then the stock, guys, clear? Can you read it once? If you creating confusion, then tell me. Yeah, clear, guys? How it will jump to the next?
Recording in progress.
Just a moment, I'm searching. how this. Okay. Okay, fine. So what we can do here now? Okay, but see one step. What is one step? Okay, we'll understand one step process. Okay, what will happen in one step process? In one step process, the stock will be reduced from the SUPPLYING, yeah, supplying plant. Okay, stock will be directly added to the receiving plant. CP02, for example. Okay. In one step process, when you do delivery in supplying plant, what is the supplying plant here? What is the supplying plant here? CP01, for example, right? The stock will be reduced from the supplying plant. Okay. Again, supplying plant means CP01. Okay. Supplying plant and stock will be directly added to the receiving plant, that is CP02 plant. Okay. So the most important thing here is in one step process, one step STO process, there is no MIGO transaction. Okay. Are you guys clear? Guys clear? Guys. And one more thing here. Here the movement type is 647. Here the movement type is 647. But here the movement type is 647. Sorry, 41. Okay, guys. Are you guys clear? Guys, reply me, dear.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, let me tell another process as well here. Okay, that is intercompany STO. Intercompany STO. See, these are different business process. Okay, like we were creating sales order, delivery invoice. These are different business process. Okay, intercompany STO process. Okay. So intercompany STO means, can anyone tell me what is your understanding by listening this intercompany? What can be the meaning of this process, or how this process can be? Can anyone from your understanding? Hello,
The
everyone.
the transaction Yeah, the transaction between two different company card is called
Right, right, right. So whenever I am saying STO means stock transfer order. Stock transfer order means the transaction which will happen between two plants. Okay, means from one plant to another plant, the stock will be transferred through the sales process. Okay, so that is called STO process. So when I'm saying normal STO, that is within the company code. When I'm saying intercompany STO, that means it again will happen between two plants, but those two plants will be or should be belongs to two different company code, not from one company code. So here this CP01 and CP02 belongs to CP01 and CP02 belongs to one company code only, CP01 company code only, right? But in
yeah.
this intercompany case, it should be from different company code. Okay, it should be from different company code. So it means it means transferring the stocks, right? Transferring the stocks between two plants which belongs to two different company code. Okay, okay, guys. Two different company code. For example, for example, CP01 plant belongs to CP01 company code. Okay, code and mm, Z0 sorry Z001 plant belongs belong to Z001 company code. Clear, guys? Clear, guys? So here also we'll have two types of STO. Okay, two types of STO. Okay, one is two step, starting with two step. Okay, two step process. Okay, what will happen in two step process or effect of two step process? Effect of two step process is first stock will be reduced from supplying plant. Stock will be reduced from supplying plant and stock will be displayed as stock in stock in transit. Okay, in receiving plant. Okay, what can be the next effect? Inventory accounting, right? Inventory accounting will generate. What is that? Cost of goods sold account debit to cost of goods sold account debit to inventory account credit. Okay. Cost of goods sold account debit to inventory account credit. Okay, guys, any doubt so far? If you have any doubt, then ask me, please. Guys, you are clear, right? Guys,
No,
what
sir.
is one step process also you clear, right? Or do I need to explain one step process again?
So the most popular STO is two-step process
Two
only,
step,
right, sir?
two-step process only, two-step process
So
only.
yeah,
Okay.
one-step process will not be mostly used.
Yeah, one step process people or company generally not used because that will create confusion. As soon as, for example,
Yes,
the delivery is happening here now, and maybe it is taking 3 days to reach the product or in the receiving location or receiving
good.
plant location,
Yes,
right?
shipping,
So
yes, sir.
meanwhile, see that this is not about a single transaction. Maybe it
Yes,
in a day there would have more than 10, 15 transaction also, right? Sometimes.
yes,
So in
yes,
that case, suppose that the transportation is happening. Meanwhile, again some breakdown happened with the vehicle that got delayed
mm,
again 2, 3 days. So the commitment here, see, based on the stock availability in the receiving plant, maybe we do have
mm,
we will do further transactions as well. We
yes,
must
yes,
have
yes,
received the sales order with the committed quantity commitment committed date, right? That okay,
mm,
by
mm,
this date we are going to deliver the product. But some delay,
yes,
if some delay is happening here, then that we will fail our commitment, right? So just
yes,
to avoid that kind of thing, people always follow this two-step process.
two-step.
Yeah. So what will happen? The when the stock will be inwarded and physically will be get into the stockyard, that time only it will reflect yes, the stock is available here. Okay. So based on that only system will do the further calculation to fulfill the committed quantity based on the required date, delivery date. Okay. So this is an intercompany STO process. Okay. So guys, here also we do have some return process as well. Another some other kind of return process, like the way it is going to a temporary stock, it is going to the unrestricted stock, it is going to the quality stocks, right? We can do the return to the block stock also directly. We can return to the block stock, and yeah, block stock only. I think only block stock is there. What other stocks can be there? Yeah, block stock only. Okay. Yeah, apart from these, actually, guys, we have another for movement types that is also quite important. That is related to consignment stock. That is related to consignment stock. Okay. So we'll discuss this why when we'll do the consignment stock process. Okay, we will continue the we'll discuss in the consignment stock what is the movement type, what is the effect of those movement types. Okay, we'll discuss those. No worries. Okay. So guys, clear now. So by this time we have covered entire sales process. Okay, what is that? Sales order header, sales order item, and sales order schedule line data. Okay, we completed this uh, portion of the sales process. Now we'll jump to the delivery, then PGI, then invoice. Okay, after invoice, there are so many basic functions are there. Okay, and yes, in item also we have other topics like pricing we have. Okay, so many other things are there like how system is calculating the pricing, how system is doing the delivery date or calculating the delivery date. Okay, how system is checking whether stock is available or not. Okay, so those are the different topics we do have. We will discuss all those things in the for for a few further classes. but at this moment you have to be very much fluent and knowledgeable with these things, like how the sales order header part is handling, how system is handling the item part, how system is doing the or performing the schedule lines data, that all those things you need to be very sure how this process are happening. Okay, guys, any other question, any doubt you have, then we can discuss. Random discussions also we can do if you have any doubt in the previous classes or previous any other process also, we can discuss. Guys, I'm putting lots of efforts actually. It's because of you guys. I want everyone. So see, this will make me happy actually. If you people are getting engaged somewhere, means that's a big achievement for me. Okay,
Yes,
guys,
sir.
you can have a
Understand.
look here. You can have a look here.
Sir, 1 minute left for this session. Shall
Oh,
we like join 1 minute left with this session? So can we join new link? Like
no, it's okay then. We'll discuss tomorrow. Otherwise, okay, we'll discuss tomorrow. But by this means by today, whatever we have covered, guys, try to cover as soon as possible.
okay, sir.
Okay, don't be lazy. Okay, otherwise, what will happen? Uh, um, you will stuck somewhere. Okay, I'm not going to stop,
Yes, sir.
right? I'll continue the classes, so it will be a overburden to you
Okay.
guys. So we'll
Okay, sir.
connect tomorrow again, sharp 8 o'clock. Try to join sharp 8 o'clock. Prasant, why you took this much time today to join? You are joined every day. You are joining around 8:15, 8:20. Why? Because of one person only. I'm waiting for next 15 minutes, 20 minutes. So that is a waste of my time, right? Maybe you people do not have the importance to the but I do have. I'm very much engaged. I'm so much engaged with so many other stuffs. So I'm not getting time. It's very